Okay, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the keyword density within the article and making sure that the article actually has the correct amount of keywords that we're going to want to see so that Google is aware that the article is actually seriously targeting these types of keywords. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you now. Okay. So here we are. Now, what is the primary keyword? We remember it's SEO for private schools. Now, the minimum keyword density that we want, and keyword density is the percent of the words in the whole article that are your keyword, okay, your focus keyword. Now, there is no hard and fast rule, but it seems like somewhere between 1% and 1.5% of the words in the article probably should be the keyword. If you go to 5% and you just got that keyword in there all the time, not only does it start to sound unnatural for the human reader, which is going to reduce the actual engagement because they're like, what is this? But Google is going to start viewing that as keyword stuffing. And in the early days of SEO, people are like, oh, there are these things called keywords that Google's looking for. And they would just like do things like this. They would have like private schools, boom, boom, boom. They'll just put it in there a bunch of times like this. And they'll be like, come over here, color, booms, sucker. And, they'd be like, ha ha ha, Google's never going to know that we're just cramming, we're just stuffing all these. And this is called keyword stuffing. Okay. This is a black hat SEO strategy and it just does not work anymore. But just so you are aware, you don't want to have too many keywords because Google's going to start going, this is unnatural. So you're looking to have it in there, but to have it feel natural. Okay. So a kind of a newer SEO, on-page SEO technician, I guess, is going to basically say, well, it's got to be exactly 1%, or it's got to be exactly 1.5%. And once you get a little better at it, it's more like, is it in there enough that I know it's in there? And also it sounds natural. Okay. But all of that said, we still do want to check it and make sure we're around 1%. Okay. So I am going to come over here to tools. I'm going to do a word count. And what do we have? We've got about 2,300 words. We're probably going to cut off 150 of those because of all this, outline stuff. So we'll call it 2,200. Okay, so if we have a 1%, we'll just go with a 1% density here. If we have a 2,200 words, we need the focus keyword 22 times, one time for every 100 words. Okay, so I'm going to go Control F, and I'm going to drop that in there. And you'll see I have it 12 times. We've got it in the title and also 12 times, but 3 of them are in this information, which isn't even going to be in the article. So we really have it in there 9 times. So we need to find a few more opportunities in the post to be including this keyword. So we've got the keyword right here in the title, which is great, and this, which is great. How SEO. Okay, so here we go. This, and sometimes things are going to read just a little bit clunky, and that's okay because you got to have them in there. How SEO for private schools works. Not exactly natural. It would make more sense to say how SEO works for private schools, but it's fine. So don't get too caught up in that. So now we're up to what, like maybe 10 times. SEO for private schools works by aligning. Okay, cool. Keyword research. Okay, so yeah, you'll notice nothing anywhere in there. Okay, so one way we could do this actually, and this is probably good. SEO for private schools. Watch this. These are our header 3s. SEO for private schools, keyword research. SEO for private schools, on-page SEO. It has to make sense, and this is fine. SEO for private schools, link building. SEO for private schools. Oh, and the way we could make this make even more sense, SEO for private schools. Here we go. Okay. Okay. So strategy, STRATE, strategy 1. So we have the keyword and we have a reason to have the keyword because this is the strategy 1. Okay. And then we're going to come down here and we're just going to say strategy 2. And so now we have a reason to have the keyword in there that makes sense to readers, and it's going to also resonate with Google. Do you guys have any questions on this here?
Not so far.
Okay, strategy 5. Strategy processing over private schools, strategy 6. Okay. There we go. So now we have header 3s. Yep, we're still header 3. So I'm just double checking, making sure all of this looks right. But I've got size 14, size 16. So that's a little weird. I'm going to go ahead and probably just re-hit the header 3 here. And I'm going to bold it to make sure those are the same. Because you'll notice this text here is now bigger than that text. So I'm going to go ahead, reselect. You know what I'm going to do? I'll show you a trick. If you're trying to speed up, because everything is about optimizing, you don't want to spend more time doing the stuff than you need to. Header 3, I like the way this looks. I'm going to update header 3 to match here. So now the header 3 is that. I don't have to bold it anymore. And now I'm going to go to header 3 and do it again. And now we're set. So I should see 14 size font Arial 3, 14 size font Arial header 3. Okay. So now I'll come through here and you know, I can finish those up. I don't have to do that right now, but just showing you guys some things that come up as we go. Okay. Now, SEO for private schools. So we've got 19 of those. We're probably going to want to add maybe 2 or 3 more because we're still a little lower than 19, knowing that the intro stuff is there. What private schools need to know about SEO? That is an LSI keyword. I want to leave that the way it is. Okay. Now, one of the ways you can add keywords in here and keep it comfortable. SEO. Okay, so here we go. You find where the keywords kind of already are halfway there. Investing in SEO services can be, okay, SEO for private schools services. Now, it's a little, like I said, a little bit clunky, but it still makes sense. Investing in private, professional SEO for private school services can free your school from the complexities of search. Okay, so there we go. We've got it in there one more time. So okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go look up SEO and we're going to find some areas where we don't have it and it could be added. Okay. Book a call now to explore our SEO for private schools and digital marketing strategies. How our tailored SEO for private schools and digital marketing strategies. And that makes okay sense. Like it's not perfect. It's not exactly grammatically accurate, but it's okay. So that's okay. We got another one in there. SEO performance, your website's SEO performance, that probably wouldn't make sense to put it there. Leveraging latest SEO techniques. Okay. SEO for private school techniques. Perfect. That'll work. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's research. Oh, I've got strategy 1 here. Let me go back up here. Okay. Okay. And now we've got around 20. Okay, so good enough here. And so this is making sure we're hitting our keyword density for the focus keyword. Now, the other thing that we want to make sure is these LSI keywords. Do we have these in the articles? You know, if you got like a 2,000 word post, you probably want them in here, maybe 2 times each. It doesn't have to be a ton, but we definitely want to have them in here. So how SEO works for private schools. So let's search that one real quick. Okay, so obviously 2 of them are right here, and that's not even in the article. Oh, well, 3 of them, they're all here. Okay, so how SEO works for private schools. How SEO, oh, I get it. So I changed the keyword, which is actually not helpful because that was an LSI. How SEO works for private schools. Now we have another one. And I changed SEO for private schools. So I actually had an LSI keyword. Okay, so how SEO works for private schools. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Watch this. We're going to just add a sentence that's going to clarify here, actually. SEO provide. Okay. Are you interested to understand? Well, in this section, we will get a little more in depth with how SEO works for private schools. SEO for private schools. So we got a keyword here too, SEO for private schools and how SEO works for private schools. Okay, so SEO for private schools works by aligning your online content with the search queries. Okay, so there we go. So now we've added that in. So we've got that one in there a couple times. That's good. What private schools need to know about SEO? Did we have this LSI keyword in there? We've got it in 4 times. So we have it 1 time in the article. Let's go find it. Okay. Okay. There are many things to know about SEO for private schools. That's our primary keyword, but it's not always possible to know everything if you don't plan on specializing in SEO in, we'll just say, search engine optimization. Okay, so what okay, so here's how we say it because I'm trying to make it sound natural. So here is what private schools need to know about SEO to get the best result, results online. Okay, and there we go. So now we've worked that in there one more time. Okay, and now private school marketing agency and private school marketing consultants, I already know that's in there because that is the headers of the next sections. And those aren't exactly the ones I'm targeting for the article. They're just the keywords that are going to bring in business. So, and these are in all of the articles that I've already written on this that we'll be launching out. So this is already in there and we're good there. This is how to add your focus keyword in 1% of the time. And then we're going to bump that 1% to about 1.5 to 2% keyword density, total keyword density, when you consider we also have these LSI keywords in there multiple times each. So that brings us to the end of this training on-page SEO for blogs, where we're talking about keyword density. Does anybody have any thoughts or questions before we move on to the next video? Okay. So,
None for me.
yeah. Okay. Good. Good to
No,
go.
everything is very familiar to me.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you guys so much for being here, and we will move on to the next video. We'll see you there. God bless.